Hey, this is Overpass Insights. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now today I want to talk about how if you want to get into software, you're going to have to push past your comfort zones. Everybody, I'm coming to you today from Canary Wharf. This is a beautiful day here in London. I'm just decided to take a trip to London and just visit some of the old stomping grounds. I have not been to Canary Wharf in years. Now this is the place I got my first software development job. Now I've told the story lots of the times, but I can't help but walk around here and not think about it, right? Like when I got my job here at this beautiful office building, it was 20 years ago, it was just as impressive as it is now, although it's bigger now and a lot more people on a weekend, but it's big and shiny and new office buildings, exactly what I liked. I loved working here, right? Despite the long hours and trying to prove myself every day as a software developer. Okay, so I've told this story many times before, and apologies for those of you guys who are sick of hearing about it, but sometimes it's really relevant to people getting started out in the software industry or any job in particular, and it really surprised me when it was able to happen. So when I got my job here, I just moved to England. I was in England for 2 months. I was working in a factory packing yogurt into boxes. So every night from like 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. I was packing yogurt into boxes, and just for 8 hours straight. And then I would go home, I would buy a bunch of newspapers, and I would send CVs. Back in the days when you had to put them in the mail, I would send them everywhere, like any job, whether or not I was qualified for it or not, right? My degree was in history, so none of the museums wanted to hire me. I wasn't qualified to teach over here, so I just started applying for everything. And after like 2 months, I had like nothing, I had 2 interviews. One was for Blockbuster Video and one of them was here, right? It was an open evening. I didn't have a suit that fit me, so I bought a suit at a charity shop at a thrift store for £8, which is about $10. And I came down here for a job interview. And when I walked in, I'd never been here before, I got off the train and I saw the big columns and the giant glassy buildings, and I thought, dude, there's no way I could work here, right? I am so unqualified. You talk about imposter syndrome. That is the single biggest moment of imposter syndrome I've ever felt in my life. But somehow they liked me. They liked something about me. And I think it has a lot to do with just being aggressive and ambitious, right? One of the nice things about working with people in a place like this is everyone has a level of ambition about them, right? They're not just, oh, I'll do the easiest thing. No, they're like, a lot of the people I work with were some of the best software developers I will ever work with. But the big thing, the only reason I was able to get there was because I had a bit of ambition myself, right? I applied to everything. And when I talk to people looking to get into software, looking to get their first job, looking to get a better job, I always say that, apply for everything. It doesn't matter whether or not you're qualified for it, because sometimes other qualities you have might allow you to get in there, right? Before then, when I got that job as a software developer, as a trainee software developer, I had no experience with code. I knew WordPerfect and I knew how to use Windows 95. That was it, right? And I come in here and it was, to be honest with you, I was a fish out of water. It was embarrassing at first, but eventually I started getting used to it. My whole idea of what life should be started to change from that moment, right? When I come back here, it reminds me of where I was before here. Before I came here, I never read anything. I didn't really do anything. I was working in the factory kind of seemed okay because it seemed like that was all I was worth. That's kind of the way I felt. And when I started to stretch the boundaries and start to do more, I started to, my entire course of my life changed, right? It was, I realized that I actually loved doing software development. I love what I do. We have the best profession in the world as software developers, right? But I guess my message today, and it's always the same. It's like, try to reach past what you think you're capable of doing, right? If you're looking for a new job, if you're looking for your first job, if you're looking to get into software development, apply for things. Try to do stuff. Don't talk yourself out of a position because there was no reason I should have applied for this one. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys. It's some old memories coming back. That is it for today. I'll talk to you guys next time. Be healthy, be safe, and I'll talk to you next time.